So, what is going on, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Broly Super. Let's finish them out. I have them all now. Well, not all of them. There's Z Broly, and then there's an event exclusive of this guy, which is not cheap. Not cheap at all. That one's really expensive. This one is probably the best one. Well, not, I don't know. The full power Broly is really good. But this one here is probably my favorite out of the bunch, just sheerly because of its look. I love the armor. Though this one does have its own small issues. The box on this one is destroyed. This one came from eBay. eBay. Fun time. Very fun. I got him in, well, it's not really a lot. Kind of a duo pack with this guy here. A few chunks from Super, because also, why not? Yeah, they weren't that cheap, but they're well under their typical prices. I'll say that. But that's Broly in his box. There it is, dented. And this is just to note the boxes, because I do note the boxes sometimes. Just to note it. This is the first time a box has had the same color as another box. Him and the Proud Namekian have the exact same color. It is the first time. At least I'm positive it is. It looks almost like it's the exact same lime green. It's kind of strange to have that. But that's the box. Let's get them out. Also, there's a very noticeable cut up here you can't see, unfortunately, but it's up there. And here we have Broly's tray, which is akin to the other Brolys, really. I mean, no hands. That's just a Broly thing. He only comes with the 3 sets. He has a shock collar, 2 different head sculpts, one being the neutral head, which we've already seen before on the superhero one, Super Saiyan, and then this one here, which is his kind of rage face. And so getting Broly out of the tray, here he is, and he's like one of the few that comes out without a neutral face. He is screaming out of the box. Really strange, if I'm being honest. And I mean, for the most part, this is secondhand, so a lot of the scare apes and stuff aren't mine, and that's mostly down here by this thing, which, yeah, that's just gonna do that, isn't it? This whole section's painted, so it's all gonna just scrape up. He has the same kind of a cloth or Boz ear. I now know it's Boz ear. I actually watched the Broly movie last night, and that's why I am reviewing this, just to finish it out, because I actually finally watched the movie, because I finally finished Super. Took a while. There's actually a lot of different stuff. The whole lower half of this guy is the same as the superhero one, or should I say the superhero is the same as this one, because this one came first. He does have different arms, just notably this scar here. Otherwise, probably the exact same. But I do like how the arms work along with the shoulder pads. The butterfly joint they have in there is like the whole side. So these still move with the butterfly instead of it being on the inside, which is nice. The armor just looks good. The ear is just typical. I mean, it's been on every other one. His little pelt. It looks pretty solid. No real issues with it. I mean, not a ton wrong with it. I mean, it's just Broly, you know? He looks how he should. He looks like Broly. So let's just get into those accessories, starting with his hands, which, of course, fist. So Broly's other hands are, of course, the open grip and Ki Blast. We're not even going to really look at them. They're the same as the other Brolys I have already reviewed, just a bit smaller than full power Broly, just a tad, but he is basically just repping the typical hands. But the other unique parts of him are, of course, he doesn't come with face plates. That's probably his strangest aspect. I'm just grabbing everything over here. He instead comes with different heads. It's like a first. He comes with 2 secondary heads, which are, I'm not going to say completely different, because these are the exact same sculpted head. One's just yellow. But he doesn't come with any alternate face plates, and the other ones kind of don't work. Well, at least these 2 won't work with this one, because yellow eyebrow. But that's not it. He does come with his little shock collar as well, which you can put on his neck quite easily. His head's actually very easy to remove, which is very nice. I do like that. You just take that, and bada bing, bada boom. There is your base Broly. No issues. Looks good. just him. I kind of like the superhero face a little more. You can use the superhero faces on this. I did look. The skin tone doesn't match as well, but it's still a thing you can do, is use the superhero faces, because that one does have the teeth grit and the yelling and the crying face, if you do own that one. So that's just one thing to note. And anyway, that is that head and the little shock collar. Just a little ring. It's not really anything particular. You can just put it on there. And Broly's last head is the Super Saiyan one, which I just had to show. Probably my favorite. This is the one I display him with. I know it's kind of a weird one because it's in between. It wasn't even really in the movie that long, if I'm being honest. But it is still pretty cool nonetheless. I do like it. I do like the paint on the face. I'm going to show the faceplate because the faceplate has a lot of nice detailing on it. Just to get that out of there here if I can. I don't want to break it. You know what? Let's just take it off and show it instead of ripping out a faceplate that can't be replaced. Anyway, there it is. I don't know. They got some really nice shadows on there. It looks really nice. But yeah, that is basically it for Broly's accessories. So let's just get into his articulation. Broly's articulation, really good, really nice. Ball joint in the head. Bit restrictive on all the heads just because he has big poofy hair, which is nice. The neck doesn't move too well, being honest. Forward and back of the arms. The shoulder pad here can rotate around a bit. It is on a hinge. As I mentioned, the butterflies are on a ball joint on the inside. His arm goes outward at the shoulder, but also at the butterfly. Here we are. Double elbow. Typical arm joint. Actually, it's not a double. It's only a singular elbow, kind of. It's sculpted to be a double, but it doesn't go, which is a little strange. He does have waist articulation, but it's going to be blocked by this little green bit. Unlike the Frieza with his little chest piece, it's not hinged. So there is that. There is rotation, though, which I wouldn't recommend because it does rub, and that's what caused the paint to go there, I'm guessing. Forward, back, double knees, rotation at the foot, tilt, and toe bend. So everything you pretty much could expect from a figure art with this guy. And I mean, as far as it goes, let's just get into my final thoughts here. He is really, really nice. Is he my favorite one? I like this design the most, but I think my favorite one's still full power. I think my favorite one is the full power Super Saiyan, just because it's chunky, it's massive, it's the biggest figure art I own by a mile. It's really nice. This one is cool, but the fact that I've already owned pretty much half of it, and the accessories, again, kind of a letdown. I know it's 2 whole heads, but the fact that there's no face plates is what kind of kills it, in my opinion. There's so much room in that box. They could have put a couple in there. I'm just going to say that right now. And this guy is an expensive one now, because it's Broly. It's Broly tax. As I mentioned in the past, Broly tax is a thing, and this guy definitely has it. And, I mean, he's good. He's awesome. I like the design, but is it worth all of the money you're going to pay? If I'm being honest, if you could get one Broly and you're willing to spend the money, go for the full power one. That's easily my favorite one. Superhero one, kind of, it is, I'm not going to say kind of, it is the weakest one. This one is good. It's just the lack of face plates kind of kills it for me. It's kind of strange that he only has the heads. I know it's kind of a lot to ask when he comes with 3 different head sculpts. I say 3 different, but one's just painted different and from the black-haired kind of great ape strength head. This one. These are literally the same head, but with a different face. That's it. That is all. And that's basically it for this review. So this has been my review of SH Figuarts Broly Super. This has been Elite signing out.